Hi guys, I'm back, and this is the last one for today because I have to do some more painting, but that will involve my hair and hair dye. So what I want to do is a quick one. This is 300 gram watercolor paper, and what I'm doing is really wetting the paper. And what I like to use for that is one of those little sponge things on a stick. So that's one side. I'm going to do the other side too, but I'm going to do that with a one of those little misty bottles, just so the paper stays flat. Now it's really wet. And I should have cleaned up my workspace first, but you know, because I'm out of time. It's not good to do all kinds of stuff. You know, I have a lot of encaustic wax stuff on here, so that's never good with water and watercolor paint. Okay, now let's see, what are we going to do? I want to do one of those background things. But I want to show you how you can sort of manipulate the colors. So what I'm going for is the turquoise. And I'm just going to drop it on there. And then some of the green. And I'm going to really be making a mess out of this. I'm going to load it up with a lot of color. Then some pink. Nah, maybe wait with the pink. Let's do the greens and the blues first. And what I'm using is just one drop, and you see how it spreads. And all by itself, it already looks like a piece of art. Yep. Some other blue. Oops. Right smack in the middle of the other color. Well, that doesn't matter because I'm going to be spreading it around anyway. So there you have it. Then I'm going to get one of my new brushes. And I'm going to really mix them up so that you don't see the splats that I just put on there. But can you see how intense these colors are? They're such a joy to work with. Okay, a little bit there, had a little white left over. And now I'm going to pull it all to the side, because I want the intense stuff in the middle and then just a hint of color on the outsides. And it's going to dry up pretty much like you're seeing right here. But I've got to be quick about it because I want to manipulate the paint. Now, there are many ways to manipulate your paint. Like I showed in the previous one where I used the salt, you can do that. But what you can also do is just tear off a piece of paper and just put it in there. And just let it soak it up. And I'm sure you can't really see the effect right away, but well, yes you can. Just making, you know, cute little patterns. Now you can't see it straight away, but you'll see when this dries up that around it is a very lightly colored, And that was what I was going for. And where there's a little bit of too much water, you can always, you know, just soak it up with a piece of paper towel. Just a little bit too much going on here. Okay, that's it. That's enough for that side. Now I am going to come in with my salt. I think I'm missing one little thing up here because this is too yellow. So we're going to give it just a little bit more green. There we go. Don't want it too yellow because I kind of like all these colors. Now I'll put on the salt. And we're going to let it soak up. There we go. As you can see, it's already pulling all that moisture towards it. Oh, it smells good. Now, for people that are able to, you know, make cute drawings, once this is dry, and you take one of those, you have these black pens from, oh, what's the name? But they're not really pens, they're more like a brush. And then, depending on how hard you push on the pen, it will make these really beautiful swirly patterns. And you can go over this, you know, to make beautiful flowers or leaves or whatever you'd like to put on them. Another way you can do this is just use stamps. If you have, a lot of people have those multimedia hobbies that do a lot of stamping. When this is dry, you can stamp on them. And as you can see right now here, you already see that, you know, it's pulling all the color towards it. So there will be like these beautiful fluffy sort of things going on the paper. And another thing you can do, just put a collage on it, cut out beautiful little flowers that you find in magazines and just put it on. As long as you give it a one layer of varnish, it'll be good to frame and to put up, and it will keep like that, I'm pretty sure. So if you can't, this is sort of like Ecoline. I'm sure you've heard of that. But I find these just a little bit more intense. And if you like something like this, you can do it with every single watercolor that there is. But the trick is to first wet the paper so that everything starts running. And then sort of coming in, if it's too wet, like here, I'll just take a little bit off. And up here, just a little. That's it. And up here a little bit. And that's the whole thing, you know. It has to be, well, it doesn't have to be, you can do whatever you want, but I like it when it's really intense in the middle and then spreads out like this. That gives, I don't know, it's pleasing to the eye, I guess, that's it. And you can just dab away as long as you like. If you think it's getting too wet in some places, you can just do that. See that? Now, of course, all the darker spots you're seeing, that's the salts, you know, getting, oh, I see a hair. I should take that one out before it dries. Let me get a, because when that dries, it'll capture that thing. You don't want that in there. Okay, it's out. Now, you can do so many things with this. And I will try to, maybe I'll divide it up and I'll show you one part with black ink and the other one where I'm talking about, you know, cutting out these little flowers and pasting them on top. It's totally beautiful. I'm telling you, it's really a really nice technique. And I'm sure a lot of you you know, if you don't have the drawing skills, sometimes, you know, you feel a little, you know, that you can't do all the stuff I show you, but I try to always do it from the most, you know, easiest way I can think of to make something beautiful. And just making this background, I'm doing it very quickly, but you can, you know, take your time and then let it dry. And then when you're ready, you come back and you finish off this beautiful piece of art. Now, what you also can do, if you can't find the flowers in magazines, I'm sure you can get them off the internet and just print them on photo paper. That'd be okay. And then just stick them on. I'm thinking right now, I'm thinking tulips or something like that, really pretty pink tulips that I'd like to put on there. And I think I'll stop this video right now and try to get this stuff dry and then finish it off. That might be a better idea. Yeah, I'm liking this background so much that I think I'll just do them full of tulips, because everyone knows what I'm talking about with black ink. You know, you just make those outlines of things you really like a butterfly or flowers or whatever, and doing that with the collage with the pink tulips, I think that would be cool. So I'll go find some, print them and cut them out, and I'll see if I can really speed this up, because then you get the whole picture. Okay guys, be right back. Okay, I'm back, and it's pretty much dry. So I'm gonna take off the salt. And that's pretty much it. It gives a nice, nice colors. Let me see if there's more. Yep. That's it. Now it's nice and smooth. Now, what I was talking about, and I'll have to do this with a with bookbinders glue, because I got all my glues upstairs, is just cutting out like these little tulips, and I'm going to put some glue on the back, making sure that it stays down. I'm doing it fast, guys, because my battery is almost done for the day. I tried to do a little more. Let's see. Let's put this one right here. I'm just doing it really fast. And this one. But this is a real nice project you can do with kids. You know, then they don't have to draw stuff. They just, you know, are all about just creating things. Let's put this one up here. I think that's enough. I had another two, but we could do that. Let me put some more glue on here. And these little ones. These I didn't get. And it's going to dry clear anyway, so not that much of a problem. But when you do it, of course, you're going to be doing it with a little bit more patience than I am doing right now. Okay, that's about it. But you know that, you know, you just stick it on a little bit better than I do. Now, when you've stuck them on and you don't think they're that, you know, vibrant, what you can do is just get your same paint you did the background with and just give them a little bit more color, like I'm doing here. And that makes them look just a little bit more painted too. So just a little bit more color. See how they popped in? Just a little bit more. That's that. That makes them just pop right off the page. Now, of course, the green, sometimes you want the green to pop a little bit more too. So we'll just give that a little bit more color. What color is this? Oh yeah, that is the bright color. But you can go all out with anything you'd like to do. It's no problem at all. Now, if you really want to take it to the next level, what I do is get some gray. Let's see. And then just go around them like that. Just give them a little shadow. Come right in there. A little bit more color might be nice. That's it. And that makes them pop off the page even more. Just a little shadow. Let's see, I think I don't have enough color there. There you go. Okay, that's it. You get the idea. And I'll show you framing. Should have gotten the bigger one, but okay, this will do. And you can just, you know, look what looks cool, what does it for you, and you can just take it out. That's nice. I really like this one. But you can also go bigger. Too bad I don't have the other one right here because I had one that I could make bigger, but well, at least you get the idea. Now, this is a cute little project you can do with kids. Like I said, you will have to stop, you know, once you do the background to let it dry. And don't take off that salt too quickly because then, you know, it'll smudge all over the place. But I think you'll agree that this is really cool, right? And of course, if you're doing it with boys, this is more for the girls, but with boys, you could cut out like sea turtles or seahorses and make the background more blue. And, you know, I have tons of ideas, but I bet you do too after you've seen this. But altogether, it just makes for a really pretty project and for about a couple of hours of fun. You know, when you're making the background, don't just make one, make a couple so they can combine them together. And that way they can just, you know, they have something unique, they have something that they made all by themselves, and that'll make them happy, right? Okay guys, this was it. Thank you for watching. Last video of today. Now I'm gonna go color my hair. Like you need to know that, but that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna miss you guys for a couple of days, but I promise maybe I'll do just one video somewhere this week before I go to Frankfurt, and otherwise I'll be talking to you guys from my hotel room or from the creative show, and I'll talk to you. Don't worry, I won't forget you guys. So love you all to pieces. Liebe euch alle. Hou voor jullie allemaal. See you when I see you. Bye bye.